Have you ever been approached to do a multi-author book, to be part of writing with several other authors for one and the same book? Has that been something you've been approached to, or maybe you've sorted out and had a look at how that might work for you to write as one of several others? Here's a book here, so there's a whole range of authors on there. I have just been speaking to somebody who creates such books, and I thought let's have a look at two areas within that subject of multi-author versus single author book. I want to compare the two, and I want to give you one tip if you are ever looking at doing a multi-author book, or being an author where you have several authors in contributing to the same book. So let's have a look. What's the difference? Okay, obviously a multi-author book collects or asks a number of authors to write most likely just a chapter. So this particular one here I'm using as an example is called Spirituality in the Workplace, the New Paradigm. So it is not very explanatory as such, in my opinion, in the title. So from the high profit author formula, for example, we would create a more distinct, detailed, specific title for the book in the first place. However, let's just use this one. So the authors that have contributed to this particular book have all written a chapter in line with that overall topic of spirituality in the workplace. And that's great. So if you have that opportunity, you have a certain amount of words most likely that you are writing to. So looking at just, some of the chapters in here that were created by these various authors here, certainly laid out nicely, easy to read. You straight away get a good feel for what each chapter is telling you. Even some of them have a bit of a graphic in there. That's all great. Important is that looking at what you want to achieve with a multi-author book, with you being a contributor to a multi-author book. What do you want to achieve by doing that? And the most often mentioned achievement that people want to have is that they have a published book, or that they are a published author, yet it didn't take them a lot of time and effort to write it because they have one chapter in the book. That's the most often mentioned outcome that people seek by being a contributor to a multi-author book. And that's a good way. So somebody who wants to just dip the toe in the water, so to speak, wants to see what it is like to have to write for a book, what goes into it, and to be able to say, well, I am a published author, I have been published in such and such a book, is great. So that's a really good way. Absolutely fine to get started with that. Obviously, in comparison, writing your own book goes a little bit more into that. You need to consider, again, your outcome in mind. You need to consider how much you're going to put into it, what it's about, and what you want to do with the book once you have published it. So the main focus, though, for this short video is the multi-author book. My tip in particular for contributing to something like this, for considering this for yourself, would be very, very specific what you write in the book and how you describe yourself, what you do. A generalized chapter on merely describing something in relation to the overall title, subject of the book is really not going to serve you as an author. Yes, it's an experience. Yes, you have been published. But you want to have the opportunity, at least the chance of people who read such a multi-author book, to come back and contact you. You want them to connect with you and ask you more questions about who you are and what you do. So before you say yes, great idea, get some real clarity on what you are doing in your business, what your position is on the specific topic or subject of the book you are contributing to. And the way you write it, pick one small, specific part of what you do so that it becomes immediately clear to the reader, wow, yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is the person I want to connect and contact. So that you have a purpose, a deeper, meaningful purpose by contributing to a multi-author book. That's my tip. I do not create multi-author books. That's not what my program is about. In my specific program, what you get is a method of writing, publishing, and marketing a book in 6 weeks or less in a way that your book is fully optimized to regularly and consistently get prospects inquiring about working with you. In fact, pre-sold to say yes to your offer. Now, we also work on setting high profit income opportunities in motion, such as you being offered dream projects or contracts using my proven foot in the door framework when you write the book in the program that I offer. So there we go. Certainly a good idea to get started if this is on your mind. Powerful is to write your own. Tip for contributing, be specific, make it clear, one part of what you do to bring readers back to you.